Hey everybody, welcome. We are at the end of the 12 days of Christmas. So this is our wrap-up party. I am recording it, but it is to be determined if I'm going to upload it. So I'm saying this in the event that I do decide to upload it. Otherwise, I'm just saying in general if I don't, because it's going to be a free fall tonight. We don't have a guest. I'm kind of the guest. I've got people here. You can only see one, but we've got a nice group of people here that are enjoying treats and working on their knitting and just having a great time. This is actually probably the first time since COVID that we've done in-house knitting. This is actually what community nights used to be. We all used to meet here at my farm on our porch, and we would hang out, we would have snacks and drinks and have a great time. And then of course the world collapsed. And since then I've really been enjoying Zoom. And so I just haven't tried to run two together, but for this wrap-up party, I really wanted to be able to have some people here as well as have you guys on Zoom. And I definitely know that moving forward, we're going to continue with our in-person community nights. So for anybody that's local and you are not here with us, or you can get here to the farm, but I'm absolutely 100% unequivocally going to continue with Zoom because I love having all of you guys with us. So I just want to say thank you. For those of you that are joining us tonight, a huge thank you for all of you that were absolutely dedicated and joined me every single night for the 12 days of Christmas. And then in the event that I do load this on my YouTube channel, which I'm sure I will, then thank you to everybody who's been watching the recording. So you can see I've changed location so you can see the fire in the background there, and we're just enjoying ourselves here on the porch. It's a party, so hope you guys have your cocktails. This is actually our life glasses that we did at one point, Long Island Yarn and Farm, and our llama logo there. Maybe some of you have it, maybe we'll bring it back. So lots of things that we do, and sometimes we do again and sometimes we don't. So we did actually stemless wine glasses, and then we did these curves pint glasses. So anyway, I got my drink. Hope you guys do too. We've got treats here. Hope you guys do as well. Hope you guys have your knitting, and this is also a great time if you want to get on and share what you're working on. I'm definitely going to ask the guys around me to do the same as well. So as I said, guys, this is kind of going to be a little bit of a free-for-all. I do, of course, have two main agendas. We are going to officially be naming the unnamed baby llama, but don't think I'm going to do that in the beginning, Dawn. I'm going to make you guys wait for it. And then also we've got the amazing raffle basket, which I'm not even sure where it went to. It was somewhere. Was there a basket? Oh, it's over there in the corner by Penny. So you can, yeah, Penny. Yeah, so the reason actually why this all started, so Penny's gonna kind of hold it up back there. It looks like a complete mess, but that is actually the Hohi bag that Kimberly McAlinden added on at the last minute. So you're not going to get the basket. We're just going to mail all the items to you, but that's going to be drawn as well. And you don't have to be here to win, but I'm definitely going to make you guys wait for that also. So but what Penny was saying, and that's where all of this came from, is we have our big holiday open house here on Thanksgiving weekend, and we do that for charity. As a result, everybody who shops, for every $10 you spend, you get a ticket. And then we had this year like over $2,000 worth of prizes that were donated to help us raise money for charity. And so I had the idea, because we had so much extra that was donated to us, that we would do something for those of you that can't be here with us. So that's where this all came about. So for most of you that are on board, you had your coupon code, and that was what got you in the running for the raffle. Now that's the only thing actually that reminds me, when Kelly comes back, we have to let her know that the basket or somebody is in my office, and you'll see there's a basket with like all little like ripped up pieces of paper in it. I forgot to get that. So we're not going to need it till the end. And that's what we're going to be doing to draw the name. But I'm so excited. There's actually so many in there. So it's a big thank you to all of you that jumped in and had a lot of fun with this. So with that, my idea also is we're doing some door prizes, because I kind of got that idea and didn't want you guys to just have one winner. So you have to hopefully remember a little bit of something from each of our guest speakers. Now, my friends here with me, I told them they can't answer the trivia because that's going to be too difficult, but they all have a Carly cup that they are going home with in the little Coco Carly cup. So there you go. I'm like, so they're all going home with a Coco Carly cup. And also Vogue Knitting Live has generously given me a coupon code in order to be able to award marketplace tickets. So these guys will all get a ticket if they are going to be attending. And then for those of you, when we're doing trivia, I'll give you the option. Obviously, if you're nowhere near us and you're not going to be going to Vogue Knitting Live, you don't have to take advantage of it. Or if you've already gotten your ticket, we do have other little prizes. So don't get too excited. These are just small little things, because obviously I have to mail them to you and I love you guys, but we don't want to break the bank about it. So just fun little things just to say thanks so much for playing along with us and being a part of the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm going to call it the first annual, because my hope is that God willing, we will go ahead and do this again. I do want to give a big thank you to all of you. I have no problem admitting that this was something that I came up with probably like maybe 2 months ago. And then honestly, I was a little afraid to pull the trigger because I just wasn't sure that anybody was going to find value in it or that anybody was going to join. And it's a horrible thing. And I'm happy to admit that you guys have all, as always, proved me wrong, that you always need to just jump off that ledge, try something new. And even if there was, oh God, pigs, even if there was only 5 people that was with us every night, that's a start, right? And then you can always build from there as people get to know it. But I'm so grateful for all of you that for all of our sessions, we had anywhere from 20 to 40 people on live. And I'm still amazed that people are actually going to the YouTube channel and watching it. So big thank you to all of you guys for that. And so if you've missed any of the sessions and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do. It's not fancy. There's still a lot of work to do, but I'm going to continue with the content and let me know what you're looking for. And I'm excited to roll on from here for a great new year, because of course it's 2023. And I'm super excited to bring in the year with you guys. So with that, I see you guys already chatting in the chat. So I really appreciate that. I'm glad to see you guys chatting with each other, many of you that have been on. And yes, thank you, Jane. I know, thank you, Jane. Actually, you've commented a lot on YouTube, because I only just learned how to figure that out, that people actually can comment on what we upload. So now when I'm like waking up in the morning in bed, I'm checking that and trying to get back to everybody. So it's kind of fun learning new things and kind of challenging as well. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. And use this time too, if anybody feels like they want to jump on and just give affirmation about what they appreciated about it or any feedback, that's always really, really helpful as well. So with that, I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to we have 11 trivia questions and 11 things to give away, but that's exactly what I want to see is those hands go up so I can call on you guys. And also too, if you guys are working on something and you want to just get on, don't forget, we really haven't focused a lot on knitting, and I'm sure people would love to see and hear what you're working on, just like those that are here are working on different things as well. I feel bad. Everybody's so quiet now. We need a little chatter. I hope they're having fun here. All right, so Janet, I'm gonna come to you and everybody that's got their hand up. Oh, no, that's not going to work. That is not gonna work. We've got all sorts of things happening here. Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you. I told you guys it was going to be a shit show. We got pigs, we got puppas, we got all sorts of things happening. Janet, my lady, how are you?
I am wonderful. I wanted to say thank you for pulling me out of my shell, even though, you know, like I'm obnoxious and an extrovert, but I'm not.
Well, I do love that you always come to the table with questions. So it's funny that you should say that, you know, even though, and Janet and I behind the scenes were chit chatting, and I basically was like, you need to be on. I want to see you,
I
you
thank
know,
you.
like, let's do this day. But yet then when you're on, you're always great with questions. And I love that about you, and the gorgeous lipstick, of course.
It gives
So
me purpose.
what do you got there?
So remember all that roving that I got from you?
Mhm.
So here's the first ball. The other ball is not a ball yet. I thwacked it, but I don't know that I did it right.
Okay.
So it looks like crazy tangles, and I'm like, well, you'll figure it out when it dries. So yeah, that'll
Was
be
that the
the second
Cotswolds,
ball.
right?
And I have, yeah, the
Mhm.
white Cotswold. Oh my God, it is so beautiful too.
Now, did you use a drop spindle or did you use a
I
wheel?
did. And
A
I
drop spindle.
so I did like fingering, weight. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there with that, which
So it was very thin.
about to say it was very thin.
You spin like dental floss, as I would say.
Yeah. And I was able to apply it twice. This is
Okay.
my like first sort of one of my real skeins. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I have other skeins, but like they're not you know what I mean? They don't look like
Well,
yours.
I
You
know,
what
but that's the beauty of hand spinning, right? And you can actually, in a way, you're creating your own art.
Pretty, look at that.
It looks beautiful.
And it's got a little bit of I don't know, I think I got a little bit of icicle from
Okay.
someplace. Like
Well,
Selena.
sometimes we've had that in that. So that's what I love about that. And then the nice thing is when you spin Cotswold by hand, you tend to be able to make it feel a little softer than I find you would if it was done commercially. Because when you hand spin, you have the ability to what I call trap air into it and kind of create a loft that it otherwise wouldn't have. So it's been a while, you know, but
And I had alpaca roving that from previous attempts. And I blended that into it. So it kind of worked out perfectly. I mean, it is, you know, like I'm still kind of figuring it out. I mean, like I feel like I can do the bigger, chunkier, what is it, super bulky. I
Well,
can do
that's harder to
super
do on a drop
bulky.
spindle, though.
That isn't hard for me for whatever reason.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, really confident. And like,
Okay.
it's like no hesitation, you know, with it. Like you just have to be like, no, this is what I'm doing. And just yank, kind of yank. But like with this, it's a much more mindful process.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. Like I can get the other one done faster.
I
but
want to
this
thank
one
you,
is fine.
for appreciating the roving. Definitely my 2023 resolution is to increase, my customer base, my fiber friend base for people that are looking for not only roving, but actually even more so fleeces. So that's a little bit of my goal, is to kind of go backwards
That's
a little
exciting.
bit. And well, Lord knows I have plenty of it here. Like I said before, I could be on an episode of Hoarders for fleeces, which is not a bad thing, but I need to share for sure. So that's definitely my goal. I've already started it. When I had my family here the other day, we were skirting fleeces. I put pictures up on the story. So that's definitely something I'm going to be working.
That was a very interesting story. I felt a little bad, like being like pushy about like, well, so what do you do with that? and they were just so like sweet about it, and very frank about what they do. And like I very much appreciated their story, because it's real. You know what I mean? Like that's the part of the fashion industry that you don't get to see.
Good.
And I think that's a big deal for a lot of fashion students to know. That's why I
Well,
keep,
all of this, and I think the thing that I love the most is that I wanted diversity on the program, and it does seem to be that, not that we all don't love our knitting content, but that aside from that, people really seem to enjoy kind of going off the knitting path a little bit. So I appreciate you bringing that to the table.
well, thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm sorry I missed your call today. I was running around.
No,
like a
you got the
fool.
message though. Did you start crying? I'm sorry.
I honestly, no, so I didn't listen to the message. So thank God I will listen to it later. But I had to like squeeze in getting the nails done, had to get the hair shaved up a little bit, had to get myself all ready for a party. So I'm sorry I missed it, but thank you.
No,
And
no. When you get it, you'll,
I will listen to it.
it's all good. Thank you. Love
Absolutely.
you, my friend.
Love you too. Thank you so much. All right.
My hand.
Cool. Alrighty, man, you guys, cool. We're gonna roll on. Dawn, I am gonna come to you. So I'm gonna add you as our spotlight. Hey lady, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good to see your face, and thank you so much. You're one of our newer fiber friends, and you were with us. I think you were one of the ones. I think you were with us pretty much every night. I mean, I know you had to scoot out a little bit here or there, but as
And
somebody
internet
newer,
problems.
as somebody newer to our life community, as a new lifer, thank you so much for being with us for this.
Well, thank you. I really enjoy what you have on your Instagram. It's just a lot of fun.
Good.
And I'm glad you take the humor the right way.
Absolutely. You can roast me
Not to-
anytime.
Not to dictate, this is your show and your presentation, but I kind of thought this would be around more like names, because we're supposed to be naming the unnamed llama today.
Wait. We're not
And-
supposed to be. We're not supposed to be. Look, things to announce.
Okay.
The first one, unnamed baby llama. I know that you are a non-believer, but you will believe.
Well, I just, as far as names, I shared the story of my daughter. I named her and then found out it was a breed of sheep, which it was purely accidental. And I know how I got my name. I was very late being born. And not like my parents weren't, didn't have time to prepare. Nurse came in, because back then the mom would stay for 3 days. I'm old. And the nurse came in and asked what my name was going to be. And my mom said, Henrietta Felicia. And my dad said, Felicia Henrietta. And the nurse looked at them and said, oh, so you've only gotten through H in the name book. We got till dawn tomorrow. So got my name.
That's
Wait, what?
amazing. I love it.
So I do want to suggest, if you get stuck next year with names, we talked about how my handle is Yarn is a Sport, and I've had Yarnisa.
Yarnisa, I know. Well, for anybody who wasn't with us, I said to Dawn the other day, I know her as Yarn is a Sport because that's what it comes up on Zoom. And that's just how I recognize it. So it was in particular when you ordered the other day and it came through and Jill said something, I'm like, who the hell is that? And then I'm like, oh, that's Dawn. So I really legitimately forget that's your name.
That's fine. But I do want to leave a suggestion for next year. If you have a female, you could name her Yarnisa. If you have a male, you could name him Yarnice. I'm or Yarness or, so I just want to throw that out there. But I've lived all over the United States, military brat. And I've only met one other Tabitha, and her name was Tabatha.
Yeah.
She's always like, yeah, bat, she always, but yours is spelled differently. And I was wondering if you knew how you got your name.
Yeah.
Me little.
No, absolutely. Because, when you're a younger person, unusual names are not quite as fun, especially I hated my middle name to boot. But then as you get older, you have a better appreciation for it. So
Your middle name is to boot?
no, I didn't like my middle name. two boots in addition to. Not that I didn't care for my first name. The funny thing is, growing up, I actually had a Tabitha that lived across the street from me. And we were best friends, of course, just because she lived across the street from me, was same age. And yes, many people, even though Tabitha's, like you'll hear it once in a while, it's usually ATHA or ITHA. So I'm kind of the mindset, you go to Starbucks and they're like, what's your name? And then they're like, how do you spell that? I'm like, oh, just whatever. It's like not worth, going through my spelling. But so of course, the first thing is most people automatically assume that it is Bewitched. If you're old enough to be of that mindset, please, everybody here?
Yes,
Everybody
yes.
here? Yeah.
That's one of my favorite shows.
I know that, and I Dream of Jeannie.
Yes.
I know, I loved it. And
It's on every night, every morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
is it? I have not seen
And
those
IGT
shows.
was also on every day.
I used to love that, right? She would cross her arms and then like do that. And so of course with Bewitched, I'm telling you, I tried when I was little. Well, first of all, I can't wiggle my nose. So, you just try to do that and it wouldn't work. And
That's a talent.
yeah, if it worked, it would be wonderful. Now, the funny thing is so you know how your mind plays tricks on you. So because people think of my name and they think of Bewitched, I can't tell you how many times I'm called Samantha, right? Because the mom is Samantha and the daughter was Tabitha, and people's minds, if they can't remember my name, no kidding, they'll call me Samantha. And then I'm like, I know what you're thinking of. But it was not for Bewitched. Actually, my mom, rest her soul, was so heavily in love with our American Indian heritage. And, we were only a small part of it. On my grandma's side, she was German. My grandpa, she was German and Italian. On my dad's side, it's German. And my grandpa brought in a bit of the American Indian, but my mom loved that.
Which tribe?
Cherokee. And so, and interestingly enough, although I'm sure it has nothing to do with it, when I went to South America, I had very dark hair, I have high cheekbones, and I could say like 3 words in Spanish. And then all of a sudden they'd start rambling things off. I'm like, no, Paquito. So it was fun. But the name actually means white pebble in American Indian. And that's the spelling, and that's why it's unusual. So that was, sort of her paying homage to something that really, meant a lot to her. Even in her house, we always, I would always buy her, Indian pottery. We always have like Indian jewelry. And it was just something she really connected to. Now, the funny part is originally my middle name was going to be Pebbles. I probably would have got my ass kicked a million times. Right. I don't even know where she would have got that from, but maybe because it was White Pebble. So I was supposed to be Tabitha Pebbles. And then I think she decided that probably was not going to be a great childhood. On the other hand, then she gave me her middle name, which is Simone, which I hated growing up because it was just, whose name is Simone? When you're little and you're all like, what's your middle name? Of course, as I've gotten older, I really love it and appreciate it, especially because it was her middle name and she gave it to me as well. So Tabitha Simone is my actual full name, and that's where it comes from.
I was gonna say, being it's an unusual name, but you said the girl across the street. I was the only Dawn. I think I had one other one, but she was like 4 years younger than I was in school. When the teacher called my name, I knew it. Everybody else, when they called the name, they looked up all of them the same name, guilty, So
Right. Well, it's always so
different
funny.
name.
I remember in junior high, there was a girl that sat behind me because, they would always sit you alphabetically, and her name was Tara Hogue and I was Tabitha Habold. So we thought it was really funny to not write our names out. We would just put our initials on the paperwork because who knows? So anyway, that's just fun stuff that I remember. And I actually still keep in touch with her too. So, but thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. I'm only
Thank you for naming the llama. He still has PTSD because of the long time.
I will say
To be perfect. I know you said it was because he's perfect. That's
it's uncharacteristic.
complex.
No, what the real reason is because I am sometimes bad about it, but I usually have I don't want to say kids, but they're kids to me. I usually have kids working here with me on the farm. And as we've always said, if you are here when a baby is born, then if it's your first baby that you've seen born, it gets named after you, or you can pick the name. But Nicole was with me and she already got to name Munson, and then she was with me when this guy was born, so that didn't apply. And then there's been other llamas where if I didn't come up with a name, the kids that are working with me, they would just pick a name and it would just stick. That's actually how we ended up with Mr. Baby and Spud. So, you know, our names are always kind of funny. And so I just didn't really have anybody here forcing me, and I just couldn't really find something, but we're going to fix that tonight. So don't you worry. But I'm going to make
Okay.
everybody wait. a
Thank
little
you.
bit. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm trying to, I'm glad you guys are chitter chattering there in the chat. So we're going to take a break for a second, and then I'm going to come back to questions, only because I have 11 trivia things to cover, and some of them are going to be hard, some of them are going to be easy. So don't forget, guys, what you have to do is you have to drop it in the chat, and then I'm going to be like this so I can make sure I see it. So you have to type the answer in the chat, and the first person to get the answer, then we'll go from there. So I actually have two things so we're going to go in the order of our guests. So the first guest was Sophie, right, from Delphina Collective. And I'm going to go hard because you guys are going to be on top of this. So I will say my first question was going to be like, you know, what does Delphina make? But that's like way too easy. So something that's my favorite thing, and I brought it up in the conversation with her. What in her, she lives in Canada. So what is the terminology? What do you call somebody that is both English and French speaking, which is very important for people in Canada in terms of jobs and working for the government? So do you know that? Ah, there you go. So Tracy got it. It's not spelled correctly, but I will give it to you. It is called francophone. So, but look, I know that was a hard one. And francophile. I thought, wait, no, francophile. That sounds a little worse, but that's okay. I know where you were going with it. So, and that's so funny that Amy Besson said the same thing as well, too. So I know that was a hard one, but I will give it. So it's francophone. And the only reason why that's like super fun for me is because I go on vacation every year pre-COVID with my Canadian friends. And that's like a terminology that I learned. And I don't know why, I just love that word. So it is francophone, but I know that was hard. So Tracy, I'm going to give that to you. And let me just write that down so I don't lose track of who won. So Tracy, I think I know this answer. Where are you? If I can see you on my screen. Tracy, are you going to Vogue Knitting Live? You can unmute.
Probably not.
Okay, so I'll just make a note because I'm not like deeming prizes for each individual person. If you change your mind for whatever reason and you decide you're going, let me know. I'll circle back to you guys. Otherwise, we'll send you another prize for winning. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So there we go. We got our first one down. So like I said, guys, it's going to kind of be all over the board, but it should be fun. Also, I will just ask, once you win, please don't answer again so that we can give everybody a chance to be able to get something. And like I said, don't forget my people here. I've taken care of them already because I can't manage in person on the chat. That's like way too much for me. All right, so let's see, hands up. Erin, I am coming to you. I'm gonna add the spotlight. Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Good to see
So-
you guys. Wait, you gotta get your mom in there. She's
Yeah.
squeezing off the
Here's
end.
Mom.
There we go. Good to see
There's
you
Mom.
guys. Thank you for being with us. I think you were with us every night or almost every night.
Yeah, at least one of us every night. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, now I look forward to seeing you every year at Rhinebeck. So I'm dying. Are you guys making the trip to New York City?
No, we're not.
For New York for the Vogue Live.
Wah
No.
wah.
Aw, all right. Well, I look
Hopefully
forward to-
next,
I was gonna say, quite frankly, if you make the trip, it's a Mecca trip for you. If you can make it to Rhinebeck, you can make it to New York City. It's the same damn trip.
hopefully next year. And she's been to New York City, I don't know how many times, so I gotta go.
Absolutely. Everybody has got to, for sure. So what do you got for me, girl?
I got something in the mail today.
Oh, you got it already. Oh my God.
Yes.
You got the turkey red.
So it's showing up not right at
shows-
all.
I know it shows up very brown, right? And
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
we had this discussion about brown. Where's my Stephanie? Right? I guilted. Can I tell you the feedback from guilting everybody about not loving brown? I've had 4 people asking me about brown. Of course, I don't have. I even dug into my stash. So there's Stephanie right there on the corner. And I dug into my stash because she's like, okay, you've made me feel so bad about not knitting with brown. She's like, what do you have? So she's going to be going home with some of my stash. So,
Oh, yeah.
so do you love it? I mean, it's,
My question is, can you sneak aside 2 more for me?
yes, I will make it.
Also, mom is so freaking excited about this.
Well, wait, have you guys never used the skincare before?
Yeah, but not the butter.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah, that is my,
And I
like,
got a
that's my out of the shower, like, go-to. As I always joke around, nobody needs that image. Jennifer Andrus would be like completely aghast because she hates, like coating with things. But out of the shower, head to toe, I put more on than I could possibly need, but it stays with you. And hopefully it'll keep me looking young. I don't know. So we'll see.
Well, it's working.
Well, thank you. It's because
And I got some more
kids, that's what I
lanolin.
say all the time.
What's your vest? What's your shawl, Erin, while we're watching?
Oh, this is actually Rock Candy Mountain by Skananigans. Sorry about my voice. I'm a little sick.
Very pretty.
Thank you. And I used Lola Bean yarn. Thank you, Eileen. So yeah, so
I like it. I love the color.
I want, this is not showing up at all. It's okay.
No,
So it's a gorgeous like burgundy with the fire star in there is just stunning.
Well, I'm glad. Now I was gonna say, don't say anything about it, because that's actually one of our, well, now I feel like, well, I guess you can answer it if you get to it fast enough. But so there's a question about it. So we won't talk about it. But yes, for anybody that's maybe on, if you're unaware, that is the Turkey Red, as Alex named it. That was our first yarn drop earlier in the 12 Days of Christmas. And that is one of the yarns that has now been removed off the site because I'm gonna hang on to what I've got for Vogue Knitting Live. But of course, the whole reason why it was up there was for you guys. So if anybody decides you need something like Erin's asking, I already made a note right here. So of course, you guys, if you're in the know, you can have anything you want. I just don't want the general public to know. Now, of course, this might be uploaded onto YouTube, but we'll just let that slide. So I'm glad you love it. And thank you. Alex, thanks you for the support, of course, investing in her as I do. And I think we've got one more installment from her. And then she's also going to be with me next summer for a week. So she's super excited about that. So
Fun.
yeah.
And I also wanted to know, how mad was Jill that she had to redo the labels?
Oh, no, we hadn't done them in advance.
Okay.
Yeah, because I knew Alex was sort of undecided because she hadn't actually seen the yarn. So she knew it was kind of like a cross between turkey, Thanksgiving, and like Christmas. So we held off. I know Alex well enough. So, we were holding off on that. So we didn't have to redo it. It was good.
Well, it's gonna fly at BKL.
Well, it's different from what we normally do, right? And it's got a nice squish factor. But it's nice to have something other than just alpaca all the time and llama. And so, you know, diversity is key. But also don't forget, we've got the knit along that will be coming up with Kimberly McAlinden, and that's a yarn that also can be used for it as well. I will say, actually, I'm going to use this as a segue. One of the things that I wanted to announce for those of you guys that have been with us, of course. So today I got the official notice that the American Life with Knit a Rainbow or Kimberly McAlinden was shipped today. So I have 109 skeins of our exclusive yarn that I created as my inspiration is on its way. So I'm super excited to see that. And that's going to be something that will be part of an option for the knit along. And that's definitely going to be a VIP drop. And then we'll make it available to everybody. So you guys will have to stay tuned for that. So I'm excited to see it.
Woohoo.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good to see you guys as always. So thank you so much for all your support and love.
Thank you. I love you.
Love you too. All right. So Elizabeth, I see your hands up, but let's go ahead and do our second trivia. Now, guys, honestly, this one is going to be, all right, I can make it easy. I'll make it easy. So our second guest was Kimberly McAlinden. And that is, of course, Knit a Rainbow. So everybody ready? Make sure, wait, I got to scroll, make sure I'm ready. Oh, see, my chat was not catching up. Okay, so the question is, in terms of where Knit a Rainbow came from, what was the color yarn that Kimberly was knitting with that her mom made a comment about? Oh, Jesus, wait, I can't keep up. Wait, okay. Jennifer says, oops, that does not qualify. Amy, no. Cheryl, no. Jane, you got it. It was gray. This is harder than I thought. I need somebody moderating this. All right. So Jane, you got it correct. So Kimberly, if you guys remember, and you can go back and watch, she was knitting with gray yarn, making a shawl as she was with her mom and by her mom's side while her mom was passing and or not well. And her mom was like, why are you knitting with that? And, you know, she said, when days are gray, I don't remember it exactly, so don't quote me, but it was essentially, you know, when days are gray, you know, you need to knit a rainbow. And that's when Kimberly kind of put that yarn to the side and then picked up something super colorful. And hence that's where Knit a Rainbow was born. So Jane, let me see if I can find you in my, I got too many people here on my screen. Where are you, Jane? There you are, Jane. I see you. So you can certainly chime in. Jane, I honestly don't remember where you're located. Are you going to Vogue Knitting Live at all?
I live in Massapequa.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. You live in Massapequa and you've not been to my farm?
Yeah. I came to your open house at the farm.
Oh,
When,
what? Wait, not
when
this recent one, did you?
no.
Yeah.
When
Oh no, there's that accent.
when Caden was born.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Anyway, so I live in Massapequa, so I'm close, I'm close by. I always want to come to a knit night, but it's a little far to drive at night.
That is. But let me ask you, would you like a free marketplace ticket?
Sure.
Awesome. All
Yeah.
right. I will put that down. And so we'll follow up with you and
Sure.
we'll get you that code so that can be your trivia prize. Okay.
Okay, thanks so much.
Oh, thank you so
And I
much.
know that Kimberly, I've heard her say that many times when she was knitting in her mom's hospital room, her mom said, when life gets tough and grays are day, knit a rainbow. Because she
Yeah.
was knitting with gray, but then she went out, she returned that yarn and bought colorful yarn. Yeah.
Yes.
Quick
Absolutely.
story about, I had gone to Vogue Knitting Live. Maybe it was the first time you were there, 2019, maybe. And I was in the elevator at the Marriott Marquis, and a woman that worked for you at the time, I don't know if she's still there, Karen.
So, oh gosh, it's so cute that you call her a woman. That was my kid. I mean,
Yes,
she just-
I was,
she just
well, I
turned
was going to say a
23.
girl, but a
Yes.
girl, a woman. And I recognized her. So I said, do you work at Long Island yarn, and and farm, and she said, yes. And I said, could you tell me how to pronounce, I said, is it Tabethia?
Right,
That's-
right.
I said Tabethia. And she goes, no, it's Tabitha. And I said, oh, I didn't understand because of the spelling. And she says, that's Tabitha's mom spelled it that way, and now I know even more of the story. So, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I usually, people call me Tabethia all the time, which is fine. And so usually I'll say, you can thank my mom for making everything complicated,
right.
as she often, we always had to be different, right?
Yes.
But and I appreciate this, Jane, because as I said earlier, I've seen you commenting on my YouTube channel, which I have to tell you, it's still so new for me. I'm like completely giddy, like a 5-year-old. I'm like so excited about that. So thank you. But now, like having this conversation, of course, now I'm going to remember that you're right here with us, and that's what this is all
Yeah.
about, is being able to put faces, with the conversations we have behind the scenes. So thank you, and
Sure.
I'm
Quick
glad.
question.
So-
The woman in the corner, what is she knitting?
Oh,
looks
we,
like-
we did that off screen, but Penny, come here.
Yeah,
Come.
I mean, so long. I'm like,
All right, we'll get her on.
I
All
have
right,
to-
so I'm gonna remove you, Jane, so that way it's a little bit bigger. and,
Absolutely.
all right, Penny, so tell us.
All right, so this is the Sophie shawl. It is quite big. It takes 3 skeins of the worsted yarn.
What, whose yarn is that?
This is Firmbridge Farm. They're in Vermont, and this was her first fleece.
Now, see, I always find it interesting because you'll say worsted, but like I look at this, and so, it's, I guess using this as a little like conversation, right? You always have to take a look at the yarn that you're working with versus what the pattern is
Well,
calling
This
for.
is
Right, because she's wearing Penny is wearing the Little Rivers poncho using my worsted weight, which really is more like an Aran weight. So when I look at this and somebody says it's worsted weight, that's even my light sport, so but that's a little bit of the conversation that we had with Amy
Yeah.
Kidd from Folly Hour Farm, and the whole thing about the mill
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So when you're dealing with farm to yarn, right, because you said that's a newer,
This is her first fleece.
yeah, so when you're dealing with that as opposed to like a commercial yarn, A, that's the beauty of it, but B, you really have to look at the yarn if you're going to be matching it up to a pattern and doing yarn substitution.
Absolutely.
I love this color though. It's beautiful.
Naturally dyed she is.
Really? Do you
Yeah.
know what she used?
It's a marigold and something else. I'll look up the name. but yeah,
Cool.
it's natural.
Well, that's pretty.
Yeah.
You have to tell me who that is. Maybe we'll look to get her on, right?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Oh, I see a classic Hampton wrap going on, Maria. All right, so 2 down. I gotta get rolling here. All right, I appreciate it, of course. Amy Kidd, I see you jumped on, so thank you. You have to give us an update on how that little nugget is doing. I know that you're traveling though. Elizabeth, I'm gonna come to you and then we'll roll to some other trivia. So I'm gonna add you to Spotlight. Hi, lady, how are you?
Hey, well, I don't know. I need to get one of those donut lamps, but I'm using the collaboration Amy did with Skybrook Farm.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
like it's a very long scarf that has like all these different stitches in it. So next time I see you, you can look at it up close, but I'm really enjoying playing with it. So I'm looking forward to the collab you're doing with Amy and playing with that one.
Oh, good. And Amy's on here, so I'm sure she's
Yes.
thrilled to hear
And
that.
so this is the skein. It's black with like little pops of sari silk in it.
I remember
it's
seeing that when we
fingering.
were there for shearing day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the only thing, I really enjoyed the session with Bertie Parker Designs yesterday, and I decided I like the idea of a llama charm bracelet or necklace better than stitch markers.
Wait, say that again?
When y'all were talking about charm bracelets and necklaces last night, I decided I like that idea better than stitch markers.
Oh, okay. Well, ideally, it's going to still be like a progress keeper or a stitch marker, but you can either put it on a charm bracelet or you can put it on a necklace, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because it still has to start out as a charm or a stitch marker. especially in order for other people to get involved and stuff like that. So you can put it on whatever you want. You can put it on your belt. I don't care. You can put it in your ear. You can put it in your hair. But that's, kind of going to be, how it'll work. But yeah, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about a stitch marker. It basically is a charm. So anything that it can slide onto, as long as the jump ring is big enough, it can kind of be like multi-purpose. So cool. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I've been bugging her for a while to do something because I've sort of been debating. I actually have some vintage stuff here that I'm debating on whether or not I want to like show it now and really tease you guys, or I might leave it for another time. Look at Janet's jumping up and down. So yeah, like see, I have like, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I want to share it with you guys now.
Okay, bring on the llama bling.
The llama bling. What do you mean?
Yes. Jewelry, stitch markers, llama, little,
Please show us the silver, please.
Please show us the. I was gonna say some people who here, Kelly, well, the sweater guards. Yeah, that I might bring back
We used to
again.
make jewelry.
I know. Well, that's what I did a long, long, long time ago. And then when I was doing Fiber Room Friday, I actually found a bunch that had never been sold. And then I don't know why I didn't do it for Fiber Room Friday. So that means I hung on to it for another 2 years. And we're definitely now going to release it, especially sort of in anticipation for the collaboration that I'm doing with Christy, with Birdie Parker Designs. So always got to keep something in my hat for you guys. I got to keep you
I'm
guessing.
excited.
But I'm glad that you enjoyed that. So thank you. And I'll be sure to let her know. Cool. All right. Thanks.
Yes, I agree. Jennifer, where are you, Jennifer?
Where are you, Janet? Janet, I'm gonna.
Janet's right here, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna turn my thing.
I have the power. I just muted you. You're all right. I love you, girl. All right, so let's do another trivia because otherwise I'm never going to make it, but that's fine. So next up, we had Becky from Clinton Hill Cashmere, and we also had her mom, Lori Kimmel Steele, join us as well. If you guys remember, actually, Lori surprised me with dropping a new, very simple hat pattern using our bulky yarn. So I've made that accessible to you guys. If you remember, I also gave you guys a pre-order option of Celestial Sky in the bulky yarn. So that's now down. Of course, if anybody wants it, you know where to find me. But I've taken that down until I actually get it in my hands. It will be in my hands by the end of this month in preparation for Vogue Knitting Live. So excited because who doesn't love just like a simple hat pattern and nice bulky pattern. God bless you. To keep everybody warm. So that was our third session. I feel like this one's going to be kind of easy, but of course, how could we not? I gotta get my chat all geared up here. Woo. Jennifer, I just saw your comment. I did bring back Fiber Room Friday, but I have to tell you, it sort of had its own like je ne sais quoi that first year that we did it. And then when I brought it back again, it was a little less enchanting for whatever reason. And so sometimes things are just meant to be one-ofs. Who knows? Maybe I'll just do it randomly, haphazardly. So we'll see. I did stop it because there wasn't a lot of traction on it, but that's okay. We always have plenty of new things up our sleeve. So trivia, third trivia. What is the name of Becky's brand new baby girl? It's not Amelia. Yes, Debbie Myers got it. So it's Libby. I love when you guys are like, oops. And you put that in the chat. So I think that was the first one. You guys just started throwing shit out there and you didn't know what I was going to ask. Amy, you put String. You're so funny. She did not name her baby String, but that's where she used to work. Good thinking ahead of time. All right. Yup, you're awesome, baby. I love it. I don't really care about spelling. So Debbie, I'm going to put you down. Now, Debbie, I don't think you are anywhere in the vicinity, but I could be wrong. So let me find you on my screen. Get to you. Woo, where are you? I can't find you.
Hi,
All right, good. Just talk.
I'm in San Francisco, so it's too far.
All right, so I will make a note and we will send you another fun little door prize for getting that question correct.
Thank you.
You're very
I'm gonna
welcome.
get those Gotlands out here though somehow.
Oh, that's right.
Hell with
that's
my
right.
water.
You're all the way, wait, here we go. I'm gonna add you here and add spotlight. There we go. Yes, I know you were like so interested in the sheep and I know
Oh,
you were really
really.
enjoying.
Yeah, I'm really into it. So
Cool.
once I move to my farm, I'm gonna get a few Jacobs, I'm gonna get a few, I'm gonna have a whole, I know you don't like the Jacobs. My friend has a cool herd though. So I think, and she's just like down the road from me. So if they don't work out, we'll just take them back. She doesn't care. So.
Well, the thing is that if you decide to shear your own, you'll have an
Oh,
appreciation.
no. You're gonna fly out here to do it, right?
Oh my God, I would love to. I will tell you, back in the day when economy was a little bit stronger, I had a huge farm in Georgia. They had like 125 llamas and they would fly me in. That was like epic. Oh, I know, it was a blast. Yeah. It was a blast. I loved it. So, well, I'm really glad that you're enjoying
Awesome.
everything.
I have enjoyed every single night.
Good. Well, we're going to keep it going and feel free to throw out suggestions. I think I'm going to kick it down to once a week. I love you guys, but I am going to like whoop it up tomorrow night and, as vacation from my 12 days of Christmas, but I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it as well. And getting to know people like yourself and other people that have, recently, joined on and been a little more vocal. So I thank you so
That's
much.
awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, cool. Let me get back up here. What do we got? All right, guys. So we are going to keep rolling. My scrolling is not working here. There we go. Okay, Jennifer, I'm going to come to you since I see your hand up. So we'll kind of alternate between questions and trivia. Hey, lady, how are you? I have mine burning on the table. It's over. It's too far away for me to grab.
Just wanted to share that.
How do you
And
like the fragrance?
I love it. It's and it actually, sometimes when you get scented candles, like you can't really smell it unless you're standing right next to it. This has a lovely fragrance and I can smell it like throughout a good portion of my apartment actually, which is nice.
Nice.
So I really
Well,
like it.
It was such a process getting through that and the name and everything. And then of course, once you arrive there, then it just seems like so natural, but now they're looking at it. So yeah, guys, the candle on the table, that's our second drop of our custom scent. And then we're working on our spring fragrance. And you got the haversack.
I can't stop petting it. It's wonderful. I know I'm going to sit here and start like braiding some of this. This is the yak.
Yes.
I love it so
Isn't
much.
it fun?
And then I also wanted to show the other Atenti I got from you
That's
a while
right.
back.
That was
full
the
of
carpet
knitting.
bag. That was called the Red Heritage. I love that print.
Love it. Well, it's like a Mary Poppins bag because it's
Yep.
got that great opening. So I use it. I'm working on a sweater right now, so it's in here.
Yeah, no, the Atenti bags are great. And I love the it's not a magnetic closure, but it's like that frame, that metal frame. It
Yeah,
just-
with the hinge. Yeah, it's slammed shut. It's good. So yes, Fiber Room Fridays. Love them, love them, love them. Want them back. I love them. I feel like there was something else, but I don't remember. But this has been wonderful. I really enjoyed it. It's been nice. It was, I especially loved the ones where we got to meet some other farms that we don't normally get to have one-on-ones. Like I've been following Autumn Olive because of you and it's delightful, but it was so nice to actually see her, because I've never seen her. I always see her videos and Harold and the cat and the babies. And so it was really nice to talk about the background of all of that and learn a little about her. And then the other farm, the couple.
Yankee Rock.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. That one was really interesting too. And
Yeah, we were, like,
of course,
totally-
Amy.
we were totally geeking out in that one. Like I almost forgot you guys were there. I was personally so excited.
I
to-
was utterly
Yeah.
tickled when you guys start like, yeah, how do you like that Schnackenhauser? Like, I don't know what the hell you're saying, but it was hysterical. I'm like, this is like when my dad used to talk about cars with like other mechanics, and I was just like, it's pretty. I don't know, like, but it was fun. It was really fun to watch your joy and like to learn something new. So yeah, I really liked it. It was nice.
Good, good. Well, like I said, we're going to continue. Actually, what we're doing is we have the archives from the Tuesdays with Tabitha. So we're uploading those once a week. And then I think I'm probably just going to sort of take that format and then just do something like that, you know, non-fee based, just good free content and just, you know, getting people involved that way. And we'll see what else we roll down the pike with. And then, of course, I'm going to completely ramp up for shearing season. So,
Well, we really, I mean, speaking for myself, I love that you finally did the YouTube. I think that's, no, I mean, honestly, I think it's going to get you out there in a bigger way. Like to say, go check out my YouTube, people can subscribe. You're going to get an even larger audience. And it's a great place to like archive all that content that you've made, you know? And also make a Patreon, please. Like you need to make a Patreon. Like people want to support you. And I had one final.
They've been bugging me to do a Patreon, like basically. So people
I've been after her for a while. Yeah. And also, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name making the Sophie shawl in the back. I have one more question for you.
Nope, that's
Hi. So are you doing like a lacy pattern repeat in there too? Because when I made this Sophie scarf, it was just like basic stitches. That looks like it's got something going on in it.
No,
No.
not at all. It's the same pattern, only bigger.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all I had.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, I absolutely always continually appreciate the love and support. And, you know, again, you know, we've been just sort of cruising this past year and a half or so, and I'm back. So, you know, we've definitely got a lot of things that'll be happening and adding on. And, you know, I am one person, so one thing at a time, but I'm excited and starting to feel a bit more like myself again, which is great. So I always thank you for being in my corner, and I appreciate it very much. And I love you.
I will see you in a few weeks at BKL.
I know.
This is my first one. I'm so excited. I've never been to the live before.
Are you kidding me?
Never. This is my first one.
You live in the city.
I know, but you see, like, I've been a knitter for like 20 years, but like when lockdown happened is kind of like when it switched for me to like just really get in. And then I just like went down the rabbit hole and now I'm like in it, you know? So
okay.
that's really when I started like attending things. I mean, I knew there was VKL, but it was like at the Javits Center, there's going to be like 8,000 people. And you know, it's a lot, but
Well,
I'm
it's
going.
at the Marriott Marquis, so don't go to the Javits Center.
Oh, okay.
I want you to be lost.
Okay, no,
But-
yeah.
You know, I met you during COVID, so I really had no idea your level of involvement, you know,
Right.
pre-COVID. So yeah, that's amazing. And I want to also just publicly say I appreciate your offer to help out and things like that. I might take you up on it, but at the same time, if you've never been, you need the time to just enjoy, because it's amazing, it's epic, and it's overwhelming.
I
but
think I'm going for like 4 hours. And that's going to be enough. Just did like the marketplace for like 4 hours. That's going to be enough. No, it's going to be enough for me. Like after that, I'm going to need a few stiff drinks at a bar to like.
Well, that's what we do at night. We
Yes.
just work all day and then we're at the bar all night.
If the offer does stand, if you do need help, just text and I get on a subway. I'll be there. So
Sounds great. Sounds great. Love you, girl.
love you too.
All right. Awesome. Let me remove that. All right, let's do another trivia because we've got a lot to do and then we've got really good stuff to get to. So our fourth guest was Autumn Olive Farms. Now, this one is going to be a little bit tougher, but you know, you have to be in it. You have to be watching. So let me get my chat all geared up and ready to go. Man, oh man, you guys are chatting. Okay, so Autumn Olive Farms, complete diversion from knitting, but of course, you guys know they have 2 llamas that I shear. I'm not going to ask you the llama names because I really want to make sure you guys are watching these things and learning. That's the teacher in me. So it's kind of like a 2-part, but if you get the first part, you should be able to figure out the other 2 parts. So what is the name of the breed that they developed and out of what 2 breeds? Because they're kind of like, it all goes together. Oh, look at that silence. Nobody's putting it in. You can Google it, you know. We need to learn things here, people. You knew I was going to ask it. Well, then you should have did your homework. So they developed their own breed of pig for meat production purposes out of a cross between 2 different breeds. So it's like, you know, whatever those like when they take 2 famous actors and put their names together, that's all it is. I know it, but cannot play. Oh, Debbie. Well, you know, you just need to tease people. Don't say pansy. No, it's not pansy. You guys are so funny. Okay, so let's see who Googles fastest, because actually I Googled it just to double check for myself. Yes, it is wholesale only to restaurants. Good job. I want the breed. You got it.
The famous pig.
Okay, so Erin, it was a cross between a Berkshire, which is BERK, but that's okay, and something else. It is a heritage breed. You guys are good. I'm not giving it to you because you can be Googling. No, wow, Kristen, a Duroc, you know, red pig would look like a Duroc. A Duroc is also a particular. Okay, Jennifer, you're getting really close. So here's the thing. It's a cross between an Ossabaw Island pig and a Berkshire. Put them together. What was like Jennifer Anderson? What was like Jennifer, you know, it's like that. And all right, Jennifer, I will give it to you. Wait. Now you're getting me all confused. So it's an Ossabaw. I know you guys are so funny. Shearbow, we're getting all sorts of things. A Berkabow. So wait. You guys are making me laugh. It is. Okay, wait. So Amy, it is you. So I had to go through all of this here. So it is a Berkabaw. Don't ask me to spell it either, but it's the Berkshire and the Ossabaw. So unfortunately, Jennifer, you had it flip-flop. Amy Besson got it first. You guys were getting me all confused because I couldn't remember myself either. So Amy, where are you? I'm going to find you. This is like the hardest part. There
I'm
you
right here, if you can hear
Hold
me
on, I'm
talking.
going to add spotlight.
Yay, I'm so excited.
That
And I
was
didn't
like
even
challenge.
fill in like I did.
Wait,
with
so I have
Jackie.
to ask, did you Google to get that answer?
No.
Oh.
I knew it was an like the ops or the, you know, I could, once you said Burka, I could figure, I was like, I knew I was right there. Who else said that? They said it was like right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Erin was right behind you with it. So
Yeah, sorry, Erin.
It's going to be too easy. So now, Amy, I think I forget.
I live in Arizona, so
Yeah,
I won't be coming. I wish I could. I would love to.
No, that's all right. That's
My
okay.
family lives there.
Well,
So one year
someday.
I will come
Someday.
in. It's just, yeah.
That's
My
all right.
daughter's having our first grandchild like end of January, so
Oh, congratulations.
I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, thanks.
You'll
And
have to
actually,
do
Lisa,
that.
the pattern
There
for
you
the
go.
blanket.
Are you knitting a baby blanket?
Well, yeah, so I just bought that pattern that Lisa Hoffman talked about.
The sampler
Not
blanket.
the sampler, the other one that was the slip stitch. So
Yeah.
I just bought that pattern. I'm gonna make that. So I'm
Awesome.
excited, but yeah.
Very
I did make
cool.
a it's called the tutu top, which if you look it up on Ravelry, it's a cute look because we know it's a girl.
Okay.
So it kind of looks like a tutu, but you knit it obviously. So I did give her that for her
Cute.
shower. So yeah, so I'm
Awesome.
excited.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
only going to do a shameless plug to give a shout out to Lori Kimmelsteele. That's the mom of Becky Kevelson from Clinton Hill Cashmere. So we do actually on our website have Shepherdess Blanket, which is a baby blanket using our sport weight yarn that Lori did. And if you haven't already gifted her, don't forget we have our lanolin. And
I
that-
did buy that for her. Yeah.
Perfect. I was going to say
Yeah.
that's amazing for nursing moms and for,
Right, right.
baby for diaper rash. That's why we keep it. So
And she can't have fragrances. My daughter gets very allergic. So I was like, okay, this is perfect.
perfect.
So yeah, I think she'll like it.
Good. Well, keep us
Yeah.
posted and congratulations. And Amy, a big thank
Thanks.
you to you because I know you are a consistent follower and supporter as well. and
Yeah, I mean, my family laughs at me because I'm like, she had the baby. I'm on there, like I was on the night that
Not
Lana was
me, not
born.
me.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
when Lana was born and we were all like up all night.
Oh my
waiting
God, you
for-
guys kept me going. Cause by that time, Carly, right? Like Carly had already like
Right.
roped me in. I felt guilty about Carly, like dragging you guys along for that. And then when Lana came, I was like, hell no, I am not doing this by myself. I'm like, you guys can all keep me company as I have to stay vigilant in the barn.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
was perfect. It was perfect.
Well, thanks. I appreciate like you put so much of yourself into everything you do. So I enjoy it. And that's what kind of keeps me interested, and anything I can do to support you, I'm always there. So
Well, thank
Thank
you. And
you.
I love it as well. You guys are my family. I mean it. Everybody that's here, I'm so excited to like see people live. So it's great. This is a perfect night for me for sure. So thank you
Oh,
so
good.
much.
Thanks.
And congratulations.
Thank you. I'll post or do an Instagram and let you know when the baby's born.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
All right, man, oh man, we are like cruising along here. All right, I don't see any other hands. Oh, wait. No, Jennifer, was that from before? Your hand up is your hand up again. I just want to
That was an accident. I raised it again. Sorry.
That's okay. You can keep raising it all you want. I don't care. All right, so let's keep cruising then, just because it's kind of fun. With the trivia, and then for maybe somebody who wasn't with us. So going to our fifth guest, that was Sally Brandon and her oh so sassy daughter, Alex, who is gonna be with me next summer. And of course, as many of you know, Alex has been the maker behind many of our yarns. We had Unicorn Poop was her first installment. And then we had Yellow Snow and Whiskey Winter. And then we had Grandma Tea, which is still in the store. And the most recent, of course, is the Turkey Red that Erin was nice enough to show us earlier. So my question for you is, wait, I gotta get my chat, because actually anybody that's got the Turkey Red in their hands, you're gonna fly right onto this. Okay, so my question is, so of course, this is part of our Farm to Yarn collection, which means we can trace it back to the actual animals. What is the name of the breed that Alex raised that is in the Turkey Red? Jennifer, oh, wait, all right, Jennifer got it first. Okay, wait. Did you, oh, you did, wait, Jennifer, oh, you didn't win anything else yet. Okay, woo, all right, I got to keep track there. I thought for sure, man, you guys got fast fingers. I can't, oh my God, I can't even keep track. Now it's like, where are we? Jesus, I got to find it again. You guys chat too much. All right, not that it's a bad thing at all. Okay. So let me find it there. Erin, I thought for sure. Jennifer just has really, really fast fingers, but you were just holding that yarn. So that's why I was waiting for you to get it first.
I was already typing.
All right. So yes. So I should make it. I'm going to put you on the spot. Hold on. I'm going to spotlight you, Jennifer.
At
Okay.
least it's one of us. It's good.
Nah, that's awesome. It's all good. So Jennifer, now tell me, so you said it's Cormo. So what are the two breeds of sheep that makes up Cormo?
Oh crap. Cotswold
Nope.
is one? No. Merino.
No, I'm not going to take your prize away.
I mean, it's fine if I had like it's okay. Like
but this is just we're going to
Janet said Corriedale. I'm going with that. And Merino. Thank you. I got the Merino.
It's like phoning a friend, right?
Thank you, Janet.
Yes, so it is. So a Cormo is a cross between a Corriedale and a Merino, and it is a fine breed. That's what really is giving that yarn. It's like extra squish factor.
It's lovely.
And this is the first time actually that I've done a Cormo, or I didn't do it,
Mhm.
that I've had a Cormo yarn. So super excited about having something a little bit different too. We've done Rambouillet before. And then of course we always incorporate American raised merino into ours. So I've also done CVM before. So this is my first time doing Cormo. So super cool. But great. Now I know you already bought your marketplace ticket, right?
I did, yeah.
That's fine. So we'll touch base with you whether or not you want to have a ticket, pass it off to somebody else, or we can send you a little prize. I feel like you probably own everything in my store, but we can find something for you. We have other little things up our sleeves, so don't you worry.
Just surprise me, it's fine.
I know. Well, thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, thanks for playing along with
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Now, even though somebody maybe in the recording is watching this and not having an opportunity, of course, to get out on the door prizes, I purposely made these questions so that they can bring content and bring information to anybody who might be watching. So just in the interest of time, let's roll into our 6th day of Christmas. Now, if anyone has any questions along the way, just go ahead and raise your hand. Happy to diverge and go on to that. So our 6th guest was Stephanie from Asylum Fibers. Now, I was trying to think of, of course, as an indie dyer, I mean, I think it's pretty easy, or hard as a question to describe her aesthetic, but we know she gives us these very bright, bold yarns, which is why I thought of her immediately when I was doing a collaboration for Neon Spring with Floxy, and her and I have since done. And if you missed that session, we are going to get working pretty quickly, and she's going to help me do another collaboration in preparation for Vogue Knitting Live. So we're going to do a dye collaboration, kind of Valentine's Day inspired, since we're going to be at Vogue Knitting Live just prior to Valentine's Day. So that'll be something her and I will be doing. But a little bit off of the beaten path, from fiber related things. One thing about her that I forgot, she is, okay, well, I'm not gonna, because you guys go too fast. Stop it! I didn't even say the question. All right, well, so I gotta give it to you. My question was going to be, what is she classically trained in as far as music? And it is the fact that she's an opera singer, which I think is super, super cool. Sorry, guys, that I didn't even get the question out. And if you just guess randomly like Erin did, then you end up winning. So Erin, let me find you. Where are you? I'm going to scroll. There you are. Geez, you guys are like right on this. How did you know I was going to ask that?
Because I know your brain.
That's a scary thing. I take no responsibility for that whatsoever. But yeah, when her and I were chatting, I totally forgot that she sings opera. Like, how cool is that? I probably should have made the question. Let's see. Do you remember how many bands she said she's in?
2.
Was it 2 or 3?
I thought it was 3.
She was in 3.
Floridian.
She was
originally.
in another one. She's in 2 now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See,
One is
see,
like
I
the
knew,
Pink Floyd thing, and the other one is the other musicians.
yeah.
Yes,
See, I
yes,
knew
yes.
Stephanie. I knew Stephanie before I knew you.
Oh,
And also, this gal here, this lady, was an opera singer herself.
that's so cool. I love it. All right, Erin, I'm writing you down. Now, see, here's the thing. I think that this alone, I mean, you could have a door prize for a free marketplace ticket to Vogue Knitting Live. I think you need to make the trip. I'm not really sure it's in comparison to the gas prices for you to get here, but I think it sounds like a good excuse. Anyway, well, we will send you something. And of course, since you've already put in your order for another 2 turkey red, we'll package it all together.
Yeah.
And,
Save shipping.
get that out to you. Absolutely. So
Thank you.
cool. Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for playing along. Now you can't play anymore. So
I
there
know.
all right, just checking to see if anyone, don't forget guys, if you've got any questions. Ooh, did I just remove myself? Hang on a second here. I gotta find me. All right, I think I'll remove my own spotlight. There we go, and there we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so as we are rolling along, because I want to get through the majority of these before we get to like the really good meat and potatoes. So the seventh day of Christmas, that was Yankee Rock Farm. I have to say, I think I got the most responses about Siri and Colin joining us. I think mostly it was because that was probably somebody or a farm that was totally new to most of you, which is great. I mean, that was the whole reason why I wanted to do this type of program. Of course, I follow them because of their shearing, and just absolutely adore them from at least whatever little bit that I know about them. So I really, really had a great time chatting with them. Definitely going to continue to follow up with them. And I was sure to let them know that most of you had a lot to say about it and really enjoyed the conversation, even if you had no idea what the hell we were talking about, because we did get into a lot of like shop talk, which was super fun. So with that, I'm gonna queue up my, wait, no, you're still in the running for the basket. That's like totally unrelated, which Kelly, at some point in time, I have to ask if you can go into the office. It's not a rush, but the basket with all of the little raffle names in it is sitting on the desk in the office. And I forgot to bring that out. So that would be amazing. Okay, so Yankee Rock. No, don't start guessing answers. This is the thing. I'm gonna you guys are cheating. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it really fast. Name the 2 breeds of sheep they raise. Oh, silence. What did you guys learn? Nope, not
Come
Jake.
on, Janet. Come on, Janet.
Nope, it's actually not a meat breed.
Who is she talking about?
And I want the actual breeds, Oh, you know what, you can't answer. All right, well, you got to hold tight. If we don't get anybody, I mean, look, again, worst case scenario, you just Google. This is all about learning, right? It's all about, nope, not Wensleydales, not Cotswolds. So there's 2 breed of sheep. One of them I love to shear. Actually, I've sheared both of them before. Not Tunis. They did talk about Tunis. I think in the early days, one of them maybe raised Tunis. I don't even know what Bremlin is, not Shropshire. You guys are doing good, at least for throwing out some breed names. Look at all the things that we are learning. Wrinkly like a chow. No, that would be more like a Merino or a Rambouillet. I will say the 2 breeds, yes. Well, I don't know what to do. I said, name the 2 breeds. So I can give out 2 prizes. All right, so let's shut this down. All right, so Elizabeth, all right, hang on. So Elizabeth and Robin, I will give it to both of you guys. I was looking for both breeds. You each got 1. So so let me write this down before I forget. So Elizabeth, now this means you have to drive back and come back here to New York and go to Vogue Knitting Live.
Okay, can I stay with you?
Of course you can.
Okay.
We'll put you to work. We've got the routine down pat, right?
All right.
All right, so the 2 breeds that both Siri and Colin raise, and that's because they were both working with these breeds individually and then joined their flocks together. So they breed Border Leicesters and they breed Finns. So Border Leicesters are part of the long wool breed category. I particularly love to shear them. They're usually a little bit larger than Finns, but they don't have any wool on their face or legs. They're a super easy shear. Neither do Finns, actually. Finns come in a lot more variety of colors. Finns do have a finer fleece generally than Border Leicester. So it's, just 2 different breeds, and just good for you guys to get to know these kinds of things, because part of why we do this is so that you can learn as well as having fun. So Robin, I think also you are nowhere near us in terms of going to
No,
Knitting
I'm
Live.
I'm in the Midwest, so.
All right, that's okay. So for both of you guys, we will send you a little door prize. And thank you, of course, for playing along. I appreciate
you.
it. You're welcome. Congratulations, guys. Okay, so let's move on. So Lisa Hoffman, I think I don't know if she's still on. I don't want to mess up my chat because I got to be ready for you guys. So Lisa Hoffman was our 8th day of Christmas. And Lisa's a dear friend of mine. She lives in New York City, has a place out here as well. So we have a long history. It was really fun bringing Phil on. I feel like this one is going to be a little bit easier. So I'm just going to spew it out for those of you guys that, so Lisa is there. For those of you guys that think you know my brain, name one of the patterns that Lisa has designed for me. Fairy Knitting is her book. So I want you to name one of the patterns that she has designed for me. There's a number of them. Julie, Julie, you're the first one to get it because I know that you have made the Turtle Cove sweater. Jody, yes, the Great River hat is one as well. Classic Hampton wrap, absolutely. But we're going to go ahead and give that to Julie. As she was the first one to answer. And there was a lot of them. I mean, the Deep Wells hat, the Deep Wells scarf, the West Hampton Dunes cowl, Turtle Cove sweater, the Great River hat. I think, did I get all of them? The Classic Hampton wrap. Oh, and then also what was the vest? Hampton Hunter vest. That was another one as well. So that's great. And Eileen, I see you're saying that you made most of them. I have to say, as I did say, I know a vest is always not like super popular in people's queue, but for anybody that does love a vest, button down vest, it's really a great piece. I'd love to see more of them out there. I did have somebody come to me in Rhinebeck wearing it, which was amazing. It was lovely to see. So, Lisa asked about Larry earlier. All right, so great. So Julie, I know you're not coming to Vogue Knitting Live because you live all the way that way, but it was an absolute pleasure to meet you in person when we were all in Maine together. That was one of my highlights, of course. So we will definitely send you a little door prize for playing along. So thank you so much for that. All right. Don't forget, guys, if anybody has any questions, you can certainly jump in. Otherwise, I hope people are learning things as well, having a little bit of fun with our trivia. So our ninth, you know, I just realized Ruth Ann is not here. I'm calling her out. You know, she is doing some traveling. I think she's catching up with Claire. So I think that's why she is not here, because she's really got fast fingers as well. Yes.
One day she's going to Disneyland, she said.
Yes, she is on her way to Disney. That's what I said. I knew she was traveling, and her and Claire were going there. So it just made me think of this for the next question. So great conversation with Christina from Chelsea Yards. Super excited. If you guys missed that particular session, I cannot wait for the collaboration that her and I are going to be doing. If you're familiar with her, you know her Coop collection, where she does a yarn based around each of her hens. And so using that as my inspiration, we are going to do a Kriya collection. So we're going to start this year by doing a yarn based after each one of our babies. And so that's going to be super fun. I'm going to make a little kit out of it. So there'll be kind of some other things to go along with it. But each baby will have their own yarn specifically dyed by her, of course, on our white picket fence base. You guys are cracking me up. So I might as well just go and say this, and we're gonna just see who types faster. What's the name of her dog? Because somebody already just put it in there. There you go, Cheryl. Okay. I was like, Debbie just put it in there. It's okay. It's all right. I was just trying to think of different things because, you know, obviously as an indie dyer, it's not like I can ask you to describe her aesthetic. I don't think she named any of her chickens for us, so I couldn't really ask that. I could have asked how many she had. But anyway, so my thought was, I know everybody loves Gretzky. You guys all talk about him when she does Vlogmas. And so I thought that would be super fun to ask that. So that's going to go to Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, any chance, where are you? Let me find you. Hang on. It's always, you guys are across the top of my screen. I'm trying to find you. There you are. I'm gonna spotlight you, Cheryl. Hey, good to see you.
Hello, how are you?
I am good. So I know you're like not that far away, relatively speaking. Are you coming down for Vogue Knitting Live?
I haven't decided yet, so.
Well, I think you have a free marketplace ticket now. So again, you know, a $5, I don't know how much it is. It's probably like what? Does anyone know?
No, I don't know because.
I think it's $10.
Say, you know, $10 free marketplace ticket, driving all the way down to New York City. Like, come on. What
Oh,
would
I would take
that
the
reason?
train. I don't drive in New York City.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Neither do I. I make my husband take me in. Well, you let me know if you do
I'll
decide.
keep you posted. Yeah.
If you do decide you've got a free marketplace ticket, otherwise we'll be happy to send you a little door prize.
Okay, no problem.
Awesome. Well, good to see your face and thank you always.
Oh,
for-
no problem. And I've enjoyed it. And I didn't even know how close Sophie and I are. We're like 30 minutes apart.
Oh, I know because she's really close to the New York border. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
when she comes across, because her post office box is at Wesley Island, we're gonna try to meet up.
that's awesome. Very cool. I know I keep telling her I want her to come back down again because she said it's really not that far. And so I'm hoping to be able to, you know, spend a little time with her as well. So she's somebody that, you know, I just kind of see her here and there. We chat here and there. But
Mhm.
I was really thrilled to have her on for the 12 Days of Christmas and give everybody a chance to get her know her a little bit more too. So-
No, Aaron, we're by Canada, by the Lake Ontario, Kingston, because Aaron just asked by Niagara. I'm like, no, kitty corner. We're like at the top of New York.
But she's still in New York, and that's the funny thing. I mean, New York State, we might as well all be separate. It's like there's Long Island, and then there's like north, upstate, and then there's like the Hudson Valley, and they're all so
The
very
Finger Lakes, and it's
Yeah.
all, yeah.
it's big.
And then you've got the city.
yeah, well, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That's a whole nother breed in itself.
Oh, yeah. So,
All right. Well,
all
thank
right,
you
but
so much, Cheryl.
thank
Always
you.
love you, girl. Good to see
All
you.
right, love you. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right. You guys are doing good. Oh, this next one is going to get you guys, I think. I hope, because you guys have been all too fast. So I don't see any hands up. So if you guys don't have any questions, we're going to keep rolling. So our 10th day of the 12 Days of Christmas was with my dear friend Amy Kidd. Before you start typing in names of sheep, no, I'm not going to make it that easy, because if you guys don't all know that we cried over Vivian and we cry over Violet, and then of course Violet's two babies, which were Veda or Valen and Veda. So that's all too easy. So this is going to be a little bit of education, because I did have a chance to talk a little shop with Amy as well, as a breeder of sheep. I'm not even going to ask you the breed, because I've done that before. So there was something specifically when we were talking about breeding sheep that she mentioned, and I asked her to further explain it. So I'm going to give you the definition, and I want the word. So when a ewe gives birth, they put the ewe and the lambs in something in a particular area, and it has a special name. Amy might still be there. So does anybody know what we call it when the ewe gives birth? There's a confined area that we put them in so they have a chance to mother up, as we call it. I don't know what that is, but that's not the answer. This one is a tough one. This is just to see how much of you are really paying attention. It's kind of like a vocabulary word. Nope, that's not it, Dawn. So I don't know. You've got critch. Maybe you're thinking of crutch. When we shear sheep just prior to lambing and we're only taking off the hind end area, that's called crutching. So I can give some clues if need be. I'm glad I stumped you guys. So the area that they're put in, it's a 3-letter word that begins with a J. It's just a funny word. I kind of like it. Not a crib, but it's like a crib. Exactly. So it's a small confined area so that the mom and the lambs are kind of forced to be together to do what we call mothering up. You're getting close, Dawn, but not. I mean, of course, it starts with a J. I said that, and it's 3 letters, but it's not jib. I don't know who that is, but that's funny. You guys can Google it. Don't forget. Nope, it's not jar. We're not putting them in a jar. It's kind of like a jail, but that's 4 letters. So it's not that. It's not gem. My gosh, you guys, you're so funny. I'm not telling you, somebody could be just Googling it. You guys are just throwing letters out there. You're just making shit up now. And there we go. Dale got it. Excellent. It is called a jug. I just always think that's kind of a funny word. And again, just trying to get you guys to listen, think, and you know what? Now you'll know what it is. So it's called a jug. And basically it can be like a calf hutch or like an oversized dog house, and then a little penned in area around it. So of course they've got shelter, but they can also come outside. But it is, thank you, Erin, but it is a confined area. Even if it's an experienced mom, you want to put them in this jug so that one, you have a chance to identify, like if you have a really, really huge flock of sheep, there might be multiples lambing on any given time. And so you want to get those babies with the mom, because then you can actually also ink tattoo them, not tattooing, ink tattoo them. So you can put like a number on the mom and you put a number on the babies. That way, once they go back out into the group, you know who they are. But if you have an inexperienced mom, you also want to get them in the jug. So it kind of forces the mom to be like, those are your kids. Now you're stuck with them. And usually you leave them in the jug for about 3 days. That usually seems to be the good time in which, you know, they can mother up, as we call it. And then you would set them out with the larger group. It also helps because the lambs are not always the brightest. And so it allows them to learn who their mom is and where to go for safety and security, and where the milk station is also. So Dale, I'm gonna write that down. Congratulations. And I'm pretty sure, Dale, you are not anywhere near here. We have done, so Jennifer, we have done that actually when Lana was born and she had a little bit of trouble the first couple of days. It was a big jug, but we basically confined her with her mom. So anytime I have concerns about that, yes, sometimes, or if it's going to be bad weather, I will make a bigger pen. A jug is actually very small. So I make a bigger pen, but at least they're still confined, making sure that mom and baby can find each other, or making sure that the baby can be under cover if it's going to be bad weather or anything like that. All right, so Dale, I got you for that. All right, so we've got just one more left, and then we're going to go on to the bigger things. How do you add video? I'm not sure what you mean about that. Do you want to get on? Is that what we're looking for? Hang on a second, Dale, let me find you. Oh, okay, Dale, so you're not pictured. That's why I can't spotlight you. I'm not sure if anybody can help her in the chat because Dale's picture's not up, so I can't add her as a spotlight. I'm not sure if you have the ability to change that afterwards. Probably if you go down your toolbar on the bottom left-hand side where it says video, you might be able to make some changes there. But either way, there you go. Everybody's trying to help you. So if you do get on, let me know. But otherwise, Dale, congratulations, and excited to have you as part of this as well. So last thing, guys, absolute last. So the 11th day of Christmas. We're trying to find the basket with all of the little pieces of paper in it with names, and they just showed me a basket with like other things in it, so I'm not sure. No, actually, Dawn. Okay, so hang on a second because I didn't even ask the question. So our 11th day of the 12 Days of Christmas was with Christy from Birdie Parker Designs. And one of the things that she said was that oftentimes people think that that is her name. I knew it wasn't her name, but I did not know where she got the name from. Yeah, but Erin, didn't you already do? Come on, you guys are cheating. All right, so now, no.
I didn't think that was the question.
Well, I can't even get to it because you guys are just throwing shit in the chat. No, okay, so wait, hang on a second, you guys.
I get a spanking.
You guys hold on.
What's that?
It's on the table. There's a basket with a million little pieces of white paper.
Who needs a spanking?
You guys need a spanking. I got people asking me over here. Okay, you guys are out of control. You're already typing shit and I didn't even ask the question. So that is that. Now I need to come up with something else. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us, of course. Love you, love you, love you, girl. We need to do sushi. All right, so I don't know what I'm going to ask now because I was going to ask you guys, who is it named after? Somebody put in grandma, then you put in great grandma. So yes, so it was named after her great grandmother, her great grandmother.
Chatting.
That's right. I don't care. I'm like, how it was hard to find a bowl with all little white pieces of paper. I'm not sure.
I have a question. I have a
Wait,
good
wait,
one.
wait. Okay, wait. Who's talking?
Erin.
Erin, I gotta find you. Hold on a second.
I'm trying to help you because I screwed up.
Yeah, you did. Okay, wait. So don't say anything. Don't say anything yet. So do you think you have a trivia question to ask?
Yes.
Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna let you roll with this because you screwed up mine. So, all right, guys, this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna let Erin say it. Remember, guys, if you won already, you are not able to answer. So go with your trivia for Bernie Parker Designs.
Okay. What is the name of the technique that is basically that she's known for? Nope.
See this face? I'm gonna let Erin decide when the right answer comes up.
Close. Nope. It's a technique in that.
It's this, right?
I think Michelle got it. What do you think, Tabitha?
I don't know. This was your question.
It's either Michelle or Janet.
Let me see. Let's see. Michelle is saying, oh, I don't even see Jen. Oh, okay. I gotta be honest. This was your question. I feel like I wasn't even part of it. I don't really remember. It was a very good question. I know that it was related to etching, but I don't know what the actual technique is.
I was going for just etching, but it's a laser etching, and she also does do laser etching. So
I'm gonna let you. Here's the beauty of it. So we don't need to get too technical. So how about we give it to Michelle?
Go for it.
All right, sounds good. Let me write this down. And Michelle, I'm glad you were jumping in there. Look, this is all in fun, guys. Nobody's walking away with $1 million, so don't worry about that. Now, Michelle, I know your name, of course, but I'm pretty sure that you are not anywhere. I'm gonna spotlight you. I'm gonna add spotlight. Hey, how are you, Michelle?
How are you? You can take me down.
All right, I will. So Michelle, remind me where you are located.
I'm in Queens, so I'm local.
Are you coming to Vogue Knitting Live?
I haven't bought my ticket yet, but I was hoping to.
All right, so how about this? You've got yourself a free marketplace ticket.
Yay!
Awesome. All right, very cool. I will put that down next to your name. We'll follow up next week and we'll get you the code. And then I look forward to seeing you there.
Me too. Thank you.
Absolutely. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So as we are rounding out the evening here, so actually I've got, we did that. I told you guys that Kimberly's yarn was being shipped. I'm going to show you guys something. So for who we still have, we have a good amount of people. All right. So you guys are going to get a sneak peek on something. I'm not dropping it now because you guys have already shopped and had a lot of fun with this program. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time, but I am probably going to drop it before Vogue Knitting Live because I don't want it to bring it to Vogue Knitting Live because it is extremely, extremely, extremely limited. And I want to see card napping because that's my favorite thing ever. So vintage life stuff. quite a while ago because I do love silver. I had my jeweler who's done all my custom rings. I had her design sterling silver stitch markers using our llama logo and our sheep logo that we use on our Shepherdess skincare. And we sold them as individual stitch marker sets. We also had necklaces. We also had just a really simple bangle like this. And we also actually had leather bracelets, really thin, pretty leather bracelets done as well. So I still have actually a little bit of all of that left over. And so I am going to, at some point, do that as a drop, but just letting you guys know, you know, you're kind of in the know. I'll hold it up to the screen so you can see it. If you guys can see them there. So this is our sheep logo here. And then you can see this was our llama logo here. They're really a very hefty, you can see the thickness of them. So they're all sterling silver, and these were done with a cast mold. And I still have a good amount. I mean, there's probably still less than 30, but I still have a good amount of the sheep ones. The llama ones are even rarer. I know all of you, probably none of you are actually privy to this, which is amazing. Many of you are super new to me relative to COVID. So I'm going to be super excited to drop those for you guys. So we'll kind of get that going behind the scenes. We'll get them up on the website. I would say probably something tied into one of our community nights. So remember, that's the second Wednesday of every month. And yeah, so that's going to be something. And yes, I pretty much, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want my lifers to have it more so than, you know, anybody else. So it's not something I'm going to bring to Vogue Knitting Live. It's something I'm going to reserve for all my VIPs. So that's just a little sneak peek for you guys there. Okay. The baby llama. We're going to do that first, because then we're going to do the drum roll and the raffle drawing. I'm going to get somebody here to draw that, so you can't shoot me if you don't win. So for the unnamed baby llama, now this is not a situation I've been in before. Sometimes it takes, you know, a month or something like that. But this little guy is 5 months old. He was born in the beginning of August. He was born the day before our summer open house. Very untimely. I mean, perfect for the open house, not timely for me while we were busy getting ready for everything. This was Stewie's first baby. So you guys know how much I love Stewie. And the combination between Stewie and Laqueta is just this most adorable baby who has really interesting fiber lock structure. He has good presence, as we call it. He holds himself very well. So he's always very alert, very proud. He's very curious. He's not as pettable as I would like him to be, but that's okay. But he's still right there, like he wants it. He's just not sure. He has a little too much of his mom in him as opposed to Stewie. But we have started to halter break him. So he's now gone on 2 hikes and showed big improvement in the second hike. From the first. The first he cried a lot. I'm like, your mom is right there. Why are you crying? But the second one, he actually was in front of his mom and, you know, took charge and was stepping over logs and doing all sorts of things. So I really, really do have pretty high hopes for him. I really, really like the way he is. I think he's going to have a lot of fiber coverage. He's got really, really thick bone structure. So from a breeding standpoint, I can say, at least as of right now, he's one I'm not selling. And so I'm excited to see how he develops. So I struggled with the name because just nothing really came to me. And where are you, Dawn? I need to find you, because Lord knows this is going to shut you up now.
Make sure she's not in the bathroom or something.
Nope, she's right there. She's right there, and adding her a spotlight, because I feel like, what are Dawn and I going to talk about after this? So as I always said, you know, originally I said, as I was thinking about it, like, I really love Viking stuff, and I was going to go for like a Viking name, just like I named Amy's lambs, Vaden or Valen and Veda. So I was going in that direction. And then, you know, sometimes things just have to click, and then something clicked, because this one has roasted me time and time and time and time again about this baby llama, but I've had a great time with it. And I absolutely love it. You can unmute.
I was advocating. I was advocating because of the trauma that you were putting the animal through.
He has no idea. None of them have any idea what their name is at this point. But anyway, so you did say something to me, and you already know it because we chatted on it. So you said something and you said he's the unnamed llama, TUL. So then I thought, well, I can't call him that because it makes him sound like he's a tool. And then it just makes me think of tool bag. So I can't call him that. But I told you, I said, okay, Tool, like TUL. I'm like, Tully. I think Tully would be a cool name. And so that's what I mean is like, sometimes it just has to click, and it's only going to mean something to me and everybody else that's listening, and that's fine. So his name is Tully for the unnamed llama, TUL, but then we got to always add in the LY, or, you know, the cutesy kind of name. So
Do it that way, TULLI.
we could. I mean, yeah, I guess I didn't really think about it that far. So I said TULLY, but either way. So Tully is his name. I've already been calling him that behind the scenes. And if it wasn't raining today and super disgusting and wet and cold, I would have taken some videos. So tomorrow I will go out, we'll do an official video with his name, and you will forever be attached to him as helping me to name the llama. So welcome to our life community. And now you'll have to find something else to pick on me for.
Well, I'm advocating for sponsorship for, you know, because they have sponsors for their pigs, you know, and I
know, like they got like
you'd be jealous.
Wasn't it like the
Don't
mayonnaise
Piggity
or
and
something?
Pansy need to have.
Yeah, they've got
sponsors.
Duke's mayonnaise sponsorship. We need sponsorship here. So we need to find some sort of product related to our animals. Who knows? But anyway, so Tully is his name, everybody. So I want to see on Instagram. I want to see everybody, you know, doing stories, congratulating on his name, so I can share and copy it and all sorts of good stuff. So I'm sure you guys have pictures somewhere, and I will do that as well when I get off. So thank you so much, Dawn, for all of the love, and thanks for joining our life family. So, all right. With that, because then after this, I need to eat and I need another drink. All right, so let's see. Actually, there's a lot of people. I think the only one who can't help pick is Stephanie, because you're the only one that's in here. Okay, so you can't pick. So yeah, come Kathy. So everybody, this is Kathy. So if you don't win, you just need to find her on Instagram. So now wait, let's just like, so this is like a big drum roll here. Feel free to like smush it around and stuff. Don't pick anything yet.
All right.
So guys, just like a quick recap on this raffle basket valued at about $550. That's only because it was $463. And then Kimberly McAlinden threw in a Hohi bag, which that really bumped it over. So don't forget, we've got a fairy knitting. We've got a hat pattern from Lisa Hoffman. We have also the sampler blanket book from Lisa Hoffman. We have the Shepherdess Baby blanket pattern from Lori Kimmelsteele. Kate Atherley dropped in a coupon valued at $25 for picking patterns off of her Ravelry. Patty Lyons has given a 25% off coupon for any of her online classes. Amy Kidd at Follow Your Hour Farm has donated 2 ounces of Gotland roving. Then my dear friend Carol Ray from Buck Hollow Llamas, she has put in a baby alpaca scarf valued at $36. There's a needle case in here valued at $30. We've got 1 skein of yarn from Christina Chelsea Yarns. That's valued at $58. We've got a hand woven, actually just like yours, Penny. So there's a hand woven, one of a kind pouch made from alpaca and bamboo. And that was hand woven by Sally Brandon from the Shepherdess Studio. That's valued at $100. Just so you know what your basket's worth over there. Then Becky from Clinton Hill Cashmere, she donated one of her linen tote bags. We've got 2 sets of bamboo needles. Asylum Fibers, Stephanie, she donated one of her mini skein sets that's valued at $45. There is a Vogue Knitting quick reference book. We also then have a skein of yarn, another skein of yarn from Stephanie at Asylum Fibers, one of her smooth sock yarns in fingering weight. Then there's also the Needle Travel Guide book. So basically, if you're traveling across the US, it lists all the yarn stores, sewing stores, quilting stores, anything like that to be able to have as a reference. And then again, as I mentioned, we've got the Hohi bag from Kimberly McAlinden. So all of that is going to go to one lucky winner. These are all of the names that Jill actually printed them up and then cut them all up. There are quite a few in here. I'm super excited. So let's get this done.
You ready?
Ooh,
There are a lot
I'm
in here.
so
I
glad
can
it's
feel
not me.
it now.
Oh, I
Not
just
one
realized,
thing.
wait. I just realized. I'm like, glad they're here.
Yes.
Just because we need more suspense. I'm wearing my Shoreline shawl from Kimberly McAlinden and I, our knit along that we did. We're going to be starting another one. I love this color combination.
This
Is
that
yours.
brown?
Oh, it is
Really
my,
yours.
it's brown. It's brown. So yeah, this is Tiger's Eye.
Yes, it is.
And then this must be White Picket Fence or Bliss.
I was running out, so I had to add something.
And
else.
then is this wedding? No, this
It's
is,
another stone. I bought Tiger's Eye. It had a stone with
was this
it.
Howlite?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's like vintage. Come in the screen more, show it to
And I
us.
love it. It's
Oh.
the softest. It's farm yarn, but it's so soft. I
It's
love
gorgeous.
love
It is gorgeous. That Howlite's vintage.
I
All
love
right.
it.
All right. I won't do the suspense anymore.
All right. And I'm not looking.
Wait, don't dump them all over. They're little
Okay.
pieces of paper. Make sure you just have one.
Okay, one.
Okay. She picked it. Oh my gosh. All right. She picked it. I had nothing to do with this. Gina, you won. And you know what's so funny? Gina's like, don't mail my order just in case. So wait, just so you see. Wait, I'm gonna find you. Where are you? Because I need to hear that accent. Damn it. That is gonna put me over the edge. Where is she? Where is she? Wait, I can't find you. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. I got you. I got you. Hold on. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Hey!
Hey, Brooklyn's in the house. Yeah.
Look, you won. It's
I'm
your
so excited.
It's hard to there. Look, see, I'm not lying. Gina, you won. Congratulations.
Thank you. This was so awesome. I just love spending this time with you guys. I had a blast. This was the Christmas gift that kept on giving.
I just want to make you keep talking.
I will offend.
Oh
Well, I
my
love
gosh.
you ladies. This was a great 12 days. So thank you all. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. And thank you for the special visit. So now I've got great pictures of you and I and your sister when you came here the other day. So are you going to Vogue Knitting Live?
I am indeed.
Oh, hell, I just saved myself on shipping. Now I don't have to ship that basket. But anyway, I am so excited for you. Thank you so much for being a lifer and being a big supporter of everything that we do here. So congratulations, lady. Much, much love to you. You know that for sure. All right, guys, I don't know what to say. With that, this is a wrap on the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm absolutely going to upload this. And even if people don't like to watch it, it's only because they're jealous that they weren't here and didn't have fun with us. But if nothing else, they'll watch it and then they'll know that they're going to have to tune in for next year. Of course, we're going to find some other fun things to do along the way. So don't forget to spread the word. This will be uploaded to our new YouTube channel. I can't say thank you enough to all of you for being a part of this with me and reminding me that you always have to just go with your thoughts and let it run and see where it lands. And you guys have all made this more well received than I could have ever imagined. So I'm looking forward to your DMs. Hit me up. I will definitely share, post, all of that kind of stuff. I can't keep track of the chat right now, but before I cry, I can feel it. Anyway, thank you so much to all of you guys. Okay, composure. All right. thank you so much to all of you guys. I appreciate you all so much. And I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. So with that, congratulations to everybody that were winners. You guys are all winners. If I could send something to all of you, I absolutely would. And much love. Have a great night, everybody.
Thanks, Tabitha. Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you.
Bye,
Merry
guys.
Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.